So HBAR has found itself on an uptrend as of late. And here you can see that we were trading sideways for an extended period of time before seeing that breakout to the upside, where we ended up seeing this golden cross event take place on a macro level, which then confirmed that we were on a bullish trend. And shortly after this breakout, we then saw this retracement to the downside, where we ended up finding support at the 200 DMA. And the fact that we ended up finding support at the 200 DMA was bullish, despite seeing this corrective move to the downside. And yeah, since then we ended up seeing this breakout also, where we ended up breaching past the local top, and that then triggered a change of character on smart money concept, which then further confirmed that we were on a bullish trend. And here we are now, only 142% away from actually reaching the all-time high, and that level sits at 57.6 cents. And I'm looking at for a continuation to the upside, where we breach past this level and go even higher, given that I am currently tracking a 5-wave move within this structure here. And here it looks like the wave 1 was made up of a leading diagonal. So if I draw in the upper trend line and the lower trend line. And so this leading diagonal was made up of 5 waves to form the wave 1, where this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. And as far as a leading diagonal structure goes, the wave 4 has to be the shortest wave, the wave 3 has to be the longest wave, whilst at the same time crossing the wave 1 or the wave 2 origin. And so if I just quickly draw that in, so the wave 1 or the wave 2 origin sits at 9.87 cents. And here you can see that the wave 3 ended up reaching past that level, where we ended up reaching this level at 13.95 cents. And the 5th wave will also need to be longer than the wave 4, whilst at the same time crossing the wave 4 origin and the wave 1 origin. So here you can see that we ended up reaching 18.17 cents. And so despite the wave 3 not touching the upper trend line and the wave 2 going slightly deeper than the lower trend line, the internal workings of this structure still complied with the leading diagonal guidelines. And so this structure is still valid, given that all the wave structures met the requirements. And so this leading diagonal formed the wave 1, and then we saw this corrective move to the downside to complete the wave 2. And it looks like we are now within a wave 3, within a 5-wave structure. So if I draw that in, so we had a wave 1, 2, and it looks like we are now within a wave 3. We see that wave 4 to the downside, followed by a final push to the upside to then complete this 5th wave. And this 3rd wave would have to retrace towards the 1.618 level of the wave 1. So if I bring in the fib tool, and bring this to over here, where the wave 2 ended up reaching 41.6 cents. Or should I say 4.16 cents? So if I bring this to the right position. And so the 1.618 level sits at 58.127. And so it's slightly above this all-time high. And so again, I'm looking at for that breakout where we breach past that level. And given that we haven't reached that level yet, it looks like we are still within this 3rd wave, where here it looks like within this 3rd wave, you have a 5-wave structure that's forming, with the 3rd wave topping off at this level at 40.139 cents. And we have this corrective move that played out, where we ended up finding support at the 200 DMA and reached this level at 12.488 cents. And it looks like we have this 5-wave move that's playing out to then complete the 5th wave. So if I bring in the fib tool, and just bring this to the right position at 604, so at this level here. And so that 5th wave would typically retrace anywhere between 1.236 to 1.618 of this wave 4 that played out. So if I bring in this fib tool again, so the next key target for HBAR would be this region between 52.873 cents to 82.59 cents to then complete this third wave. And given that this fifth wave is made up of 5 waves, the next key level will be the 1.618 level, and that level sits at 33.584 cents. So if I just mark that out over here and make sure that it's in the right place. So 33.584. So this would be the next key level, and yeah, we just fall short of that level, and so it's still possible that, of course, this wave 3 is still in play right now, and then we see a wave 4 and a wave 5, where that fifth wave will then tap into this region, which in turn will then complete this third wave, and then shortly after, we then see this retracement to the downside to complete the wave 4, and a push to the upside to then complete the fifth wave. And so this fifth wave would be interesting to see where it can reach, because it's possible that we can actually breach past the $1 mark. And that will all depend on how far deep this wave 4 goes, because this wave 4 will have to retrace anywhere between 14.6% to 50% of the wave 3. And so the deeper that the wave 4 goes, then the higher the wave 5 goes. The shallower it goes, then the shallower the wave 5 will be. And so, of course, only time will tell really as to how far the wave 4 will go and how far high the wave 5 will go. But this is something I'm going to be tracking, and I'll be keeping you guys updated. But yeah, as far as the short-term target goes, I'll be looking out for HBAR to tap into this region sitting between 52 cents to 83 cents if we round it up. And so yeah, that's just my update, and hopefully you found it useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit the like button, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.